All right, so today I'm going to show you how to use an online service called PaperRater.com. It's a service that you can input your paper into, and it'll show you any spelling mistakes, any grammatical mistakes. It'll show you how diversified your vocabulary is, and it can help you. It'll give you tips to make your papers better before you submit them into your teacher. So go here to www.paperrater.com and use now for free. There is a paid version, but it is not necessary. The paid version just simply has more features, as with most things. Um, so you're going to want to copy and paste your text. The upload file portion is actually for the paid version. So I'm just going to use an example from a book report I've written for my own class. So I'm just going to copy it and paste it right into here. You do need to select a level, so I'm just going to select 12th grade for this because that's the uh, level that we're in this class. You can select the type of paper. It is not necessary for it. In the plagiarism part, also, you can include that, uh, but it will run slower as it says. Make sure you click the box that says you have the terms of agreement. Make sure you obviously read it, as with most things, but what it essentially says is that this is not 100% accurate and that it does not claim to catch every single mistake in your paper. So then you hit the Get Report button. And since we hit the plagiarism option, it will take a little bit for this to load. As this is loading, I want to make it clear that this is not to replace having another person look at your paper. Um, that is still a valuable tool to have and one that you should do before you turn in a paper. However, it's always good to have as many people, or in this case, a system look at your paper before you hand it in. So as you can see, this is just a paragraph from my paper. Um, the green part that's highlighted is the grammatical choices. It gives you some options uh, for the context of my sentence here. Uh, the was for word doesn't fit here. The itself for it you could do, and the for in also wouldn't be a bad option. But these are all choices. These are not things that you necessarily have to do, just simple suggestions. So plagiarism detected, 92%. It looks original, but I mean, it's making sure you cite your sources, which obviously you're going to do if you're writing a research paper, a book report, or something like that. Spelling mistakes, click here. No spelling mistakes. That's a good thing. Word choice. So, um, word choice is basically how many different words that you use, different phrases, cliches that you want to try to avoid in papers and that kind of stuff. So, uh, in green, that means it's pretty good, which is again what you want to go for here. Style. Uh, so the reason I score low here is because I'm choosing a fragment of a paper, not a whole paper by itself, and so within one paragraph, you probably will repeat yourself quite a bit. So as long as you don't score like this in the whole paper, you're probably doing okay. Um, and again, just make sure that this isn't the only thing that you use because this isn't 100% accurate. So vocabulary, apparently I did very good in this, which is awesome. So basically, this is just how many different words you use, how big of words almost too, but it's this is just showing you kind of on a generic scale how well you're doing with that. And then this is showing you like if it were to grade it by itself. So this isn't a full paper it's grading, nor is it taking into account any context or what I as a teacher would be looking at to see if you were following the writing prompt correctly or something like that. But it gives you a general indication of how well your writing would look like. You can send these results to me if you'd like. Um, but this is also part of a paid option, so I would assume that you would not use that. And then this where next part is also helpful because it gives you different tools for. So if you're struggling with vocabulary, then you can click on this, and it can take you to show different ways to expand your vocabulary, give you some more words to use, and that kind of stuff. So this is a tool that you obviously don't have to use, but it can be very helpful in uh, just helping your papers be better and to give you a third person perspective of where you're at with your writing. So I hope this is helpful, and that'll do it for me.